Oscar Bevis for the Stomping Ground, powered by Wow Hydrate and available on DAZN. It's good to see you, Napa.
What's going on, my guy?
What's happening, mate? I'm good, mate. I'm good. Saw you had a little layover in Egypt.
Yeah.
Finally made your way to Riyadh.
Yeah.
Just chilling, bit of food, bit of shisha.
Yeah.
Nice little stopover.
Just there wasn't too much to do in Libya, and I had 48 hours before I came here, so Egypt was next door. Never been to Egypt, so I thought let me go over and see what it's like. Nice place. I think I might go again. Yeah, nice place.
We're giving Egypt high on the ratings.
Yeah, I rate it. I was in Sharm-el-Sheikh. I'm a chill guy. I like to go lounges, smoke my shisha, have some grilled meats, and yeah, so it all made sense. Nice. I'll go again.
So more of a chill guy than a party guy, would you say?
Yeah, my party days are done. Yeah.
You live in Dubai, though. Your party days can't be done. You live in Dubai.
Yeah, I don't mind a beach club though. Yeah, we've got options in Dubai. You've got beach clubs, you've got brunches. Beach club and the brunch is okay, but at the night time now, I need my sleep. Yeah.
Anywhere where there's a few beers sounds good to me. Right, Abraham Nova, just spoke to him. Serious energy.
Yeah.
And he's not underestimating Ray as well. He's not shit talking. He's just saying, look, one thing you're going to get is entertainment. Yeah. And I'm coming to try and knock him out.
Yeah. He's confident. He knows how good Raymond is. He knows what he needs to do. They've got a really good game plan to get this W, and we're focused to achieve our goals.
Nova Sports, Abraham Nova.
Yeah.
Just a coincidence.
Yeah, it's coincidence, right?
I was going to say, like, I didn't want to feel like I was out of the loop, and he might have been like a co-founder.
Yeah, I know.
Just a pure coincidence.
Yeah, even he said it earlier on. He was like, "Yo, Nova, Abraham Nova Sports, it makes sense." Like, yeah. So, Nova is part of the founder's name. I'm not the founder of Nova Sport, by the way. Chris got me into Nova Sport, but yeah, the founder's Nova is part of her name. So, yeah, it all makes sense.
Makes sense. Like I said, a lot of the US guys that you speak to are saying, I promise you this is a better fight than Kakachi. Yeah. I know you're not going to say no, but is that something that you would kind of say?
They're both good fights. Anyway? Is it a better fight? We haven't seen either fighter fight Ford, so we're not 100% sure. But listen, Abraham Nova was a round away from being world champion. He definitely beat Andre Cortez, in my opinion. If they didn't rule that as a knockdown in the last round, I think he could have been world champion right now. So this is a live fight. It's the hardest fight and biggest guy Raymond Ford's going to be in the ring with ever. So it's going to be exciting to see.
And a chance to get one over on Eddie?
Yeah.
You thought of it that way or not?
What's the score with me and Eddie? Nah, he's beating me at the moment. Only Chris has got me at my W. He's beat Asazi and Rene. So yeah, this will make it 2-2.
Chance to pull another one back and make it level. Right, while I got you here, I can't not mention new scheduled date, Eubank Benn, now in November. We spoke in Turkey, which was, I believe, start of July. All systems will go for September the 20th. I don't know what you can and can't say, but if you can kind of give us even a little nugget, why was September 20th not the date for Eubank Benn 2?
Miscommunications, and it just didn't work out. November makes a lot more sense. It's the right time for it to happen, I think. It wouldn't have. It wasn't what we thought. Yes, Turkey did say it after the fight in the ring, but as I said, there were communications behind the scenes, and now it's November. It's perfect. Conor's ready, Chris is ready. Let's rock and roll.
I mean, we know there were obviously concerns because we knew that Chris went to hospital that evening. In your mind, whether there was miscommunications or not, was September 20th just a bit too soon anyway?
No, it wasn't that. It wasn't that. Chris was in hospital because he was dehydrated, not because he has any injury or not because he took punishment or anything of the sort. It was straight dehydration.
Is it still a quick turnaround after? Because it was a brutal fight. It was one of the most brutal fights we've seen in Britain in years.
Chris has had turnarounds. He was meant to fight Conor, and then he came in at 157 and fought Liam Smith a couple of months later. He can fight every couple of months. But listen, it's November now. That's the date that we're getting ready for. Chris is already in the gym. I was in the gym with him last week, and he's already trying to push the same weights as me. Like, he's.
Dare I say he might be a little bit off.
Chris is stronger than me, pound for pound. Chris is stronger than me pound for pound. He's a strong kid. So actually, depends on the exercise. Yeah.
What's your favourite type? Like you can tell I know nothing about the gym. What's your favourite weights exercise?
I don't know. Maybe bench press.
What's your highest bench press?
200 kilo.
Okay. What's Chris's?
I can't say.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't say. I'll say when he's retired. I'll tell you all these numbers when he's retired.
Okay, I wanted
and
to
that's
try
not going to be
out.
for now.
Yeah, there's a big one in November 1st.
Yeah.
I mean, again, I would like to talk to Chris about the first fight and what he expects from the second. But from what he's thinking and feeling, is it going to be, I know no two fights are ever the same, but are we going to kind of get round 13 as such?
Yeah. Listen, Conor put up a good fight. It was entertaining. It's definitely, I can't see how it's not going to get fight of the year. Well, maybe part 2 is going to get fight of the year. It was a lot more exciting than everyone thought. Conor thought he was going to stop Chris. Chris thought he was going to stop Conor. Now they're going to get it cracking again. They both know what each other can do. So they're both going to do the family names proud. And I believe we'll come out victorious again.
Was Chris frustrated about the delay back to November?
Nah. Chris just likes to know what's going on. And as I said, there was just a few things we weren't aware about, but that's all done now. The fight's here.
Can I ask you about Ben Shalom's involvement in this fight? Because we've seen, obviously, the move to BBC, Terrestrial TV, real positive for boxing and the growth of the sport. But obviously, the keen-eyed amongst us would have noticed that all of the posts that were put out in relation were Lauren Price, Fraser Clark, and there wasn't one with Chris. Is Ben involved in kind of the making and this fight as a whole? Yeah.
Ben's going to be involved in it. Ben's my guy.
Still strong relationship as ever?
Yeah, of course. I was going to go, if I didn't go to Libya for Jerome Pampelon fight last week, I would have gone over to London and seen him.
Would you make that move to the BBC?
It's massive. That's where Ollie Harrison and Amir Khan made their names. Amir Khan was there too, right? BBC. And I remember Ollie Harrison for sure.
I was a kid back then.
Yeah. It's BBC One, you know. Every TV in the country has that channel. It's the first. If you turn on the television, it's the first channel you see. You know, you don't turn it on and it goes to Channel 4, ITV. I think it's BBC One. So it's amazing. It's a good way for the fighters that are making a name for themselves, like your Ben Whitakers and your Callum Simpsons and Vidal, to help become more known for the casuals to know them and then slowly make the transition to be a pay-per-view fighter.
I mean, I remember Chris fighting on Terrestrial TV. I think the IBO title fight was Reynald Quinlan. That was on Terrestrial TV.
Exactly.
I know Conor is obviously the focus. It can't not be. It's so big. Could you see Chris fighting on Terrestrial at some point?
Yeah.
I mean, that would draw eyes. There's no...
Yeah, for sure. But let's get rid of Conor first and then we'll figure all that out after. But yeah, why not? He's not going to say no, is he? Yeah.
How are you and Conor? Because obviously you were both in Turkey. He walked past our interview.
Yeah.
How are you and Conor?
Yeah, we're cool. Yeah, we're cool. It's not beef. We're cool. I rate him as a fighter. And
did your thinking of Conor increase after the first fight?
Good question.
Maybe not as a man, but as a fighter at least. Or?
Yeah, he's got a lot more. I knew his game, but it's got maybe a bit more heart than I thought. But then again, you know, everyone says Chris is short. Chris ain't got a chin no more, whatnot. So they both prove that they're, you know. Conor said he was a bigger puncher than Liam Smith. He didn't stop Chris and hit Chris a whole lot more times, you know. So they both prove that they can go.
And what did you make of Conor going face to face with Rowley and I guess looking at other options even prior to that September the 20th date? When you saw that, was there ever a thought that you were like, shit, what if things move past the second fight?
Conor's in his 20s. He wants big fights. It's very similar to his dad. He just wants to get it cracking. If you probably said to Conor, right, Chris in October, Ryan Garcia November, and December Rowley, he will say yeah. He's just that type of guy, you know. So when I see him do all of that stuff, I'm not like, oh my God, what's he doing? It don't surprise me. And Yeah, but if he fights Rolly's my proper boy. I got to back Rolly for that.
I heard that Rolly invited Conor to the club in Turkey, so...
Yeah, I don't know about all that.
Friends or enemies, I'm unsure.
Yeah, I don't know about all that.
Are you still thinking about Canelo? Because, I mean, the dates originally line up quite nicely. Now,
but listen, Canelo's got a hard fight with Crawford. He's got Bomac on his side. That makes a massive difference. Chris has got to deal with Conor Benn. So let's get all of this out of the way, then we can figure that out after. Too many times people look past the fight and then things go wrong. So let's focus on that. But I'll probably go out there to Vegas and watch that fight. Stay at Chris's house.
Yeah, well, why would you not?
Yeah.
Why would you not? Final one. How are we going to make Senior being there a surprise this time?
It's not going to be a surprise this time, is it?
Skydive him into the...
It's not going to be a surprise. Listen, at the end of the day, we're talking about a fight that is, I know I said it before, but I think I didn't word it correctly, and a few people were mixing up what I said. When I said it's the biggest fight outside of AJ Fury, I was talking just as in domestic British, two British fighters. We're talking about, it is AJ Fury, Conor, Chris. They're the main four in the UK. So if we're not getting AJ Fury, it's the biggest fight we can see in the UK. So regardless, Senior coming, not coming, surprising, talking up the fight, talking down the fight, it's still a massive event. It's bigger than any other two British fighters you try to put together in the country. So it's still going to sell, still going to go. And listen, the stadium was full and everyone thought Senior weren't coming. Yeah.
True.
Yeah, everyone was locked in and everyone thought Senior weren't coming, so it's not going to make a difference to the event. That was just a bonus.
How many tickets, this is just such a random question, how many tickets do you think it could do if there was an unlimited capacity?
It could do 100k.
I agree, yeah.
Yeah, it could do 100k. And it depends on the price point, If the price point is quite low, it could do more. Yeah.
I think you could do 150.
Yeah.
Number 2.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, mad.
It's crazy.
Final one, can Chris knock him out this time?
That's the game plan.
Will he knock him out this time?
Yeah, that's the game plan. We ain't going in there to have put on a boxing lesson for 12 rounds. We're going out there to take him out of there in fashion, and that's what we'll be looking to do.